We are talking. All right, thank you.
Not at all.
Teed us up nicely there. We're talking about what's being dubbed as the Scottish royal wedding. Andy Murray's hometown of Dunblane has been in a state of excitement since it emerged that he'd be getting married there.
Shops in the high street apparently have been busy dressing mannequins in wedding outfits, and the local butcher has even created a heart-shaped burger to celebrate the occasion.
What will the big day involve? How do you go about planning such a high-profile event? Well, someone who knows is a wedding planner, Mark Niemierko, who's here to shed some light. Good morning.
Good morning.
You excited about it?
Very excited. I think it's like the Scottish royal wedding.
But we're not going to see much of it, are we? There's such a private... Or Andy Murray in particular is a very private person. It seems quite low-key, as much as a celebrity wedding could be.
For sure. I think it is very low-key. We will see part of it because he's obviously getting married in the Dunblane Cathedral. So they'll obviously make her way to the reception at Cromlech's house, which is a hotel he owns. So we will see her arrive at the church and depart the church. So we will feel a little bit involved, I'm sure.
It would appear that a big part of that decision is obviously his pride in the place that he comes from, Dunblane.
Absolutely.
And wanting to share that part of the event with his friends, I mean, the people he's known presumably all his life.
Definitely. I think he's a very private person. I think the only celebrity that we will be seeing on the guest list is Tim Henman. There's rumoured that James Corden and all these other people are invited, but I don't think they're very celeb-driven. But yeah, I think that's what's so lovely about it is, which I always say, that a wedding should be a personal reflection of you as both the bride and groom. So obviously doing it back in his hometown, it makes it really personal and the best reflection of him instantly.
How much planning do you think goes into a wedding like this, of this size, and cost-wise?
Yeah, well, they got engaged in November, late November, so this is quite a big turnaround. My average is, say, 9 months, but I've planned a wedding in 2 days before, which was so easy. But budget-wise, I would imagine, well, hopefully he's got a good deal on the hotel, seeing he owns it. But you're looking at something between 250 to, you know, anywhere up 250,000 upwards from there, really, because it's a marquee as well. You can't do a sit-down dinner. I think they're having about 150 guests. You can't do a sit-down dinner in the hotel for that number, so they have to have a marquee.
Now, he hasn't said a great deal about it because that's not in his nature. But the one thing he did say was that the bit he's in charge of is the food.
Yeah, which is...
And he talked quite a bit about that because he said he loves his food and he's been checking...
he's tried the cake, hasn't he?
That's the bit he wants.
Oh, really? He's tried the cake? That's
Apparently.
good. That's fun. Yeah, no, grooms are always involved in the food part. They love that. The tasting is one of the best parts of the whole planning process, but particularly cocktails and the wine and the champagne, they really get involved in. And also, perhaps cars. They get involved in what cars they're going to have. And
I guess one of the other things about the celebrity around this, and I'm sure it's a term he probably hates.
Yes.
But how do you keep it private? I mean, you probably had to deal with that in the past.
Yeah, we have.
Lengths you have to go to.
I think with him, actually, it's on another level, because with other celebrities that we've worked with before, it's about keeping the paparazzi out, whether we've done a magazine deal with Hello Magazine, for example, or somebody like that. It's about the paparazzi. In this instance, it's like the Queen, you know. Dunblane, he is like a member of the royal family, or he's the royal family. So it's actually the public. So I'm going to have to work with the police, I'm sure. I think there was cordons around the cathedral and so forth.
The public could be quite protective since they love him.
Oh
so
yes,
much.
Scotland is massively protective of him. I think in all the shops in Dunblane as well, we've seen all the lovely stories about them. But even without a wedding, I think when he just comes home, they still go to town. You know, there's this meat. The butcher that goes and decorates meat in the shapes of tennis balls and all sorts. But, you know, they're very passionate about him at home, which is sweet.
We wish them very well. Thank you very much. Yeah, we wish them well today.